mass uninstall on the
Is
next patch day if anything.
What should I do with
Paladins
that?
testing. Remember that Hi-Rez doing polls on cards you own on Steam, but not Paladins you own on 65. Paladins because of Hi-Rez. Maybe wonder what devs do about how just dumb knows it designed. They should really voice out their OB64. Same goes for all the YouTube stars. So everybody, welcome to Paladins patch OB64, or at least what is in the PTS at the moment. Currently, what Hi-Rez has done is they've added this new system called Cards Unbound. That's what this new patch is all based around, is reinventing the card system. Basically, what they have done is they have made all cards free, playable for everyone. You want that card, you now have it, but the only problem with that is they've made all the cards into a system that requires you to level them up by collecting duplicates. Now, a lot of people are really pissed off at this idea, to be honest here. Me included. Not as much as some people, but I don't like the new system. I like the idea behind it, which is to make cards free and more accessible, but I really don't like how it was implemented. For example, we have no essence now. All the cards are free. In ranked, all the cards are set to a level 3. You can still make custom loadouts based on cards, but all the cards are only set to 1 level, so everybody has level 3 cards, and it's supposed to be balanced around that. And then with casual play, once you collect duplicates of cards, you then get up to 5, or you then get up to level 5 based on whatever cards you had. For instance, legendaries take 4 duplicates, and then at level 5 you get like the max benefit out of that. The only problem with this in casual is that you're gonna end up with people, and a lot of people agree with this too, you're gonna end up with people that don't have enough money to grab that amount, and then you're gonna end up with people that do have a lot of money to get all those cards. Thus making casual play really unbalanced, which casual has also been renamed to quick play. And then in ranked, it's removing customizability. Basically, Hi-Rez has made it to where in ranked, you can't level up your cards. So if you're playing with a champion that has, let's say, an X amount of points and cards that they need, like let's say you're playing Maldamba and he needs like this really important 4-point card. Except in ranked, you can only get it up to level 3, even though it goes to level 5 at the max. So what are you supposed to do about that? Well, you can't do nothing. It's kind of just blocked it out, how that is used. And then with casuals, you're also limiting customizability because people can't like adjust cards. Like, let's say you have like a timeline card, Zhin's Billow, for example. Well, he has a card that increases his duration and you see that card used a lot because it actually increases your health. But what if people don't want to stay in it for the full, what I believe is 2.5 seconds. They only want to be in it for 1.5 seconds. Well, as soon as their card gets leveled up, they can't go back and change it at all. It's stuck. And that's another thing that people are pretty pissed off about now. A lot of people are drawing connections between this move Paladins made and a prior move that EA made on Star Wars Battlefront, because what they're trying to do in relation to that, they're trying to squeeze money out of the player base. While right now we aren't buying the cards, it's going to take an intense amount of grind to get all the cards. Essentially what people are worried about in the EA comparison to Hi-Rez is that they're both being money-grabbing cash cows. As the current point in the PTS stands, you can't spend any money to get cards, but it's also stated that there's a yet, as if they're going on planning to add it. And to this, a lot of people are getting scared too. We can see a couple posts about how it's not the devs, it's actually the management that might be doing this. A lot of people are drawing connections to a title that Hi-Rez has trademarked, which is called Tribes Royale. A lot of people are thinking that this might be like Smite Rivals, or it might be something similar to a Clash of Clans, or that it possibly and most likely is similar to the recent Royale fad that has gone around recently with titles like PUBG and titles like Fortnite. I want to say that PUBG like hit the ground solid and made a lot of people want to play it. You can see that there's almost 800,000 people playing it right now on Steam charts. That's how many people are playing on Steam. It's not a very reliable source, but it's still somewhat reliable. So some people are thinking they're trying to grab money off of that. It's really kind of worrying me a bit. because I do like the game Paladins. I don't want it to see it go down one of those dark roads where it eventually dies. I did see a person that made a comparison between other Hi-Rez games in which they changed a bunch of things. Right after that, the game essentially died because players just started leaving, and players that were still committed wanted to still play the game, but there was not very many people on it. You can see this with things like Tribes Ascend, earlier Hi-Rez game that they acquired from another company. I can't remember which, but what they did was, based on what I've read, is they changed a lot of things prior to their latest patch and made it more of a pay-to-win game. And then what happened was the game essentially like died right after that. You can still go online and actually play Tribes Ascend. It's still open and able to be played, and it's pretty nice. There was also a massive mobility nerf, and some people are comparing that to the mobility nerf that Paladins just got, or has been getting in the past few months. There's also Hi-Rez's other game, Global Agenda, which Paladins is loosely based off of. What they did was they made Global Agenda. We're gonna make Global Agenda 2, but rather than doing that, they decided to go into a team-based shooter, otherwise known as Paladins. Another thing people are drawing similarities to is how they were making the game more, I guess, from what they were trying to do, is that they were trying to change the system on Global Agenda, and it didn't go well with the player base, so Global Agenda basically died, and now that they're making this new card system more pay to win, it seems players are getting really ticked off. And this meme I have up right now shows Paladins is kind of getting close to that trash mark, and that's really not good for the game. As you guys saw with the earlier video I uploaded today, Smite is another Hi-Rez game, and it's really good. Bit of complaints where it's at right now, but overall people are relaxed with it. They like the game. It's not like doing anything bad, and it's been one of Hi-Rez's major accomplishments. Like every other game that they've had always hit like a plateau of players, and then just sort of they essentially died. You can still have players that play Tribes Ascend. Like I've downloaded it and played a couple of games. You still have players that play Global Agenda. You can actually like send in a support ticket to Hi-Rez to open the Global Agenda servers, so you can have like a bit of a nostalgia moment. A lot of people are seeing that same trend with Paladins. They think it's gonna die, and I'm kind of up there with them. I really hope that it doesn't get to that point, but where we are at now and the small changes that are being made on PTS, nothing is really happening. As for the patch, as I said, everything besides the Cards Unbound thing for this patch is really superb. The skins look pretty nice, there's pretty good accessories, but the Cards Unbound system is just, it's broken, and it needs to be removed. If you're thinking about joining Paladins, or if you are already a player of Paladins and haven't done anything, you need to help us, help the community. Tell them why you think OB64's new card system is bad. Get on the Reddit, post something. Get on YouTube, post something. Get on whatever social media outlet you have and just post something. Share it. Show Hi-Rez that you don't want this in their game, so they won't add it. That's really all we can do, is just hope that they listen to the community and that the higher ups at Hi-Rez aren't gonna let this patch go through, and that's what we want. I don't want to like quit this game because it's became such a nice game. I want to go back to this game, I really do, but I don't want to play with it in the state that it's going to currently be in without it being changed. So please try and go do that. Try and help change it. Do whatever you can. Hi-Rez has forums. I would say they listen to people on the forums more than they do even to listen to people in Paladins, or the Paladins subreddit. If you see any of those like gameplay feedback tabs, or if you want to go to the support website and give gameplay feedback, go and do that. Tell them that this is not okay. Make sure they know, and hopefully we can stop this disaster. I don't know what else to call it, because that's where it's at right now. If you found this video and actually have made it through the entire thing, thank you for listening. I will try and make sure that I can do all it can with my platform. I only have like 5 subscribers. Maybe this will bring in more. I don't know. But I'll try to do everything I can to make this not happen. You try to do everything you can to stop this from happening. I'd really like to see more YouTubers and more pro players speak out about what's going on. But anyway, that's it for me here. Thanks for taking your time to watch the video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, you can hit the other button. Otherwise, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.